All right, man. Bootleg podcast. We got a special guest here from the Dope as Usual podcast.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you go by Thomas, Yola, Dope as Yola? What is your...
I introduce myself as Thomas to everybody.
Okay.
But people call me anything, man. People call me a bunch of different things.
So, it's crazy because I was not really hip to, like, the weed YouTube world.
It's there.
Until recently.
Oh, really?
Very recently.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like...
World.
Listen, I'm pretty heavily involved in the weed shit, you know? So, like, it was just kind of... I've been to, like, a lot of sessions and stuff, and I feel like I've met a lot of people, but I wasn't very hip until recently Travis Thompson came on our show, and he came right after he left your thing. And he was like, dude, this dude just got me high as fuck.
Yeah, I try not to get him too high, though, just because I knew he was coming.
And it was crazy because I was like, oh, shit. And then I followed your guys' podcast page that day, and then you guys did Jeezy, and like your shit just kept popping up. And then I just went on a fucking deep dive because I really like the way your guys' podcast is presented, the way it looks. Does your boy Marty handle all that?
Yeah, me and Marty do everything.
He's a beast, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But it's a great show. Like, I really like went on like a fucking bender, like just watching some of your stories.
Thank you. Sick.
And I was like, damn, this dude's fucking got a sick life.
Yeah, I don't think about it that way often, but if I do, that shit's wild.
So, you're obviously you're from Merced, right?
Merced, California. Yep.
Shout out to GB. We had GB on the show before.
Yeah, shout out to GB. Just got the Merced philanthropist award from the city 2 days ago.
Oh, he's a great guy,
bro.
Yeah, he was just recording here last week. Sweet guy, man. We also had another kid from Merced on the show, the 16-year-old kid I met at La Russell's house.
Mao something. He's a rapper from Merced.
With dreads,
GB
glasses.
Says he's like the next kid.
He's incredible. So I met him at La Russell's house.
No shit.
And I was like so mesmerized by his freestyle or whatever he did on stage at La Russell's house. I was like, bro, you got to come to LA and rap on my show.
Really?
And him and his dad came on a school day.
On a school day.
It was fucking sick.
That's awesome.
And I'm actually on the radio in it's not Merced. Okay,
Modesto. Yep.
Yeah, what's the station? It's like Hot, I think.
Hot 104.7.
I think that's the station I'm on.
Hot 104 or 105 now.
I'm on the hip hop or whatever the rhythm station
shit.
is.
Yeah. That's the only outlet we have in town is the radio, man.
Yeah, shout out to Merced, man.
Merced, dude, this is the most
the drive-through.
Anyone.
It's a drive-through city.
Is it? It is. Well, you need drugs? That's the spot you stop on the way to LA. Order the
because they got cookies there, right? And the lemonade, or is there and none of that? I'm talking about dispensary wise.
Honestly, no. I think there is. I think
there's a cookies there.
I've never been to a dispensary in my town ever.
Why would you?
Well, I've just never been. It popped up in like the last 3 or 4 years, and honestly, I don't really go to a lot of dispensaries here.
I mean, neither do I.
Yeah, like
all the weed I get is free. So
I get that much free weed from people every day, but I just buy. There's just certain weeds I buy.
What is your go-to like strain? Like you preferred?
It's non-existent right now, but the gassiest OGs on the planet is all I want to smoke.
Sure, OG guy
every day in my sleep, but I can't find it.
Well, it's kind of crazy because like OGs have kind of died out, right? Where it was kind of like 8 or 9 years ago, every rapper was off the OG.
Years ago, I would buy a pound every month, and I'd smoke it throughout the month.
Right.
And I was happy. And then I got a pound and went, what is this bullshit? Fool's gold.
Yeah.
I get burned and went, that tastes like sulfur. You got me. And then I got another 2 packs and I went, are you fucking kidding? I just wasted my money.
It's like almost like the exotics have just taken over to the point where it's
anything
like.
Candy.
Yeah, it's like.
Anything candy takes over. I bought a pea. This is lemon. I've been smoking this lemon and it's so fire.
So you're still buying, you as much free weed as you get.
Oh, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I will try your weed, and then I give it to all my homies because then they don't got to buy weed, they don't got to do shit.
Hey, Cyrus, how much weed do I give you every fucking week?
Yeah, it's
motherfuckers
awesome.
give me so much weed, and I'm like, first of all, a lot of the shit is whatever, right?
Yeah, I just feel bad.
It comes in cute bags.
Yeah, it comes in cool bag. I just feel bad, like I have 2 zips here. Like, fool, here, take some. I'm not gonna smoke that for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah,
or
my
sister. I hook up my dad. My dad's in town right now. I just lace him. I'm like, take all this shit.
Must be hyped.
Oh yeah, like Hardin in Las Vegas. They give me like store credit every month, so I'll go to Vegas and I'll just be like, Dad, what do you want? because they sponsor our podcast. Shout out to Hardin.
They just hit us up.
They're great guys.
I was
man.
wondering. I know they're out of Vegas.
Yeah, who you talking to?
Marty's handling that.
They're great
that
guys.
one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck with them.
I've never been to any. I've only been to.
Hardin is the one. It's like you walk in and it's like the Rolls Royce of dispensaries. They have their own scent. It's like a signature scent. They got their own shoes. They drop their own feelers.
Get their own scent.
No, I swear to God.
No, I love that. But
and you can buy
the board
scent.
meeting. They're like, yo, what do we need? We need people to smell like us. Like, what the fuck?
So good. We had the candles, but we ran out of them because you light the candle
terpene in it.
and now it smells like Hardin.
That's amazing, bro. Do they grow there too at the spot?
No, they do not
Just
grow.
retail?
Yeah, they're strictly retail because I feel like a lot of people who try to go full vertical, they end up fucking out of business or
just never that great.
Yeah.
The overturn of employees and goes, I don't care about this crop. Like, I'm going to get paid today. And that's a lot.
So they're strictly
of the
retail.
thing. Yeah.
And then they're doing they got some big plans. I can't say what they're doing, but they got some big plans. It's Vegas, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you grew up in Merced.
Yeah.
We have so I was watching you talk about your family situation, and I feel like we have very similar human beings around us as we were growing up.
Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Phoenix.
Oh, God. You're just
I grew
like
up in
me, bro.
terrible area of Arizona. I grew up in an area called Sunny Slope, which was like Hell's Angels ran. It was fucking.
Kind of like the Central Valley.
It was like Mexicans and Hell's Angels ran my area, and all my fucking family members were fucking fiend out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom. She wasn't, but my dad had his little issues with crack for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My uncles were all tweakers. All my cousins are in and out of prison. And it was funny because I related to your story about, for people who don't know, your mom ended up with a person who went to prison and came out as like a white supremacist. He survived in prison.
Oh, no,
as a
he
white
was
supremacist.
there. He was already
He was
that.
full-fledged. Oh, he was already that. Okay.
Oh, yeah. When I met him, I was like, Mom, this is the guy you're dating?
Right.
He's going to get a shot.
Well, it's crazy because I have a cousin named Aaron. God rest his soul. He passed away in prison maybe like 7 years ago. But him and my cousin Sheldon is still alive in prison right now. But he's Mexican mafia. So in Arizona, it's like Mexican mafia, right? And then Aryan Nation in prison.
Yeah.
But these two guys are the same age. So they grew up causing hell together in Phoenix. And then they ended up both in the system. But they ended up both in the system on opposite sides, right? So nobody ever knew they were related. So my cousin Aaron gets out of prison because my cousin Sheldon looks like a fucking cholo. Like his whole entire body's tattooed.
Yeah.
He's fucking, you would never know he's half white, ever. My cousin Aaron, he was running the white side in prison. And he got out of prison for like a cup of coffee. And I took him to a Busta Rhymes concert. And he fucked because he loved hip hop.
Yeah.
But he couldn't love hip hop in prison.
Yeah, 100%.
So we go to this fucking Busta Rhymes concert, and he's just having the time of his fucking life. Like, knows all the lyrics, and I'm like, what the? And I had to, like, when we went, he had to wear his whole, I was like, bro,
Oh, come on, you got to
long-sleeve
put that
shirts
shit on, yeah.
You gotta cover that shit up.
Yeah.
Because he had all the tattoos and shit. But I related to that because you had said that your stepdad was not necessarily racist.
Only racist. He explained it to me because my best friend was black.
Yeah.
And his dad was the big. You ever watch UFC?
Yeah.
Remember Marvin Beastman Eastman, the little short dude?
Yeah.
His older brother is my best friend's dad, and he's 6'4", built like The Rock. And there's my stepdad, built like Edward Norton in American History X. I mean, he was a monster. But he explained it to me because I remember I brought him over one day, and in my head I thought, are you like...
Is this going to be okay?
I never got that vibe from him, but I remember thinking about it. And then he told me when he left, he goes, I don't know if you know, like, I love him. That's like my kid. That's your best friend. I got to act like that in jail so I can come back home. He didn't explain everything to me until I was about 13. My mom and him got divorced, and then we went on like a tweaker camping trip, which was just laying in the field next to the trailers, and like he dug a hole in the side of the mountain so we could sit like in a couch. And he's like, "This is what I used to do when I didn't have a house and all this crazy shit." He taught me how to throw knives that weekend, and it's just weird, man. It's weird because I always think because I just brought him up. I haven't seen him in 12 years,
Yeah.
and then I just saw him on a arrest report, and wow. Like he looks like those monster tweakers in jail with no teeth, strung out. And it's
I got a few of them in my family.
Yeah, that was my kind of like my dad for 8 years plus, right? Because my dad was on drugs and never cared. So, like, here's my stepdad. Everybody's like, he's a bad guy. I'm like, in certain places he is.
Yeah.
'Cause he's fully covered except stops here, and stops here.
How egregious are the tattoos, though? Are they lightning bolts or are they swastikas?
Bolts, swastikas.
Oh, he's got the whole fucking
Vikings all over his head. White is right was hella big on his body. And I always ask him, like, what is that? The first time I asked him, like, what is that? And then he explained, like, what racism is in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, he had to give you that, like, breakdown of, like,
I'm brown.
I had to survive.
My sister's brown as shit.
Right. Well, in Cali, I think the Mexicans and the whites are kind of
He spoke
allies,
fluent
right?
Spanish and shit. He told me a lot about it. I mean, I can't obviously talk about what he talked to me about, but he's down with them.
Yeah.
He's down. He spoke fluent Spanish. Taught me some shit, which is the funniest thing I've ever said to people. I told that to Dr. Drew, and that's when I realized, like, wait, that is stupid. So white supremacists taught me Spanish?
Because you don't speak Spanish fluently, right? Yeah.
My whole family sucks. They never taught me shit.
That's funny.
But they make fun of me for not speaking it, but they never taught me, so it's kind of
like, you didn't fucking teach me, bro. Come on, it's not my fault.
It's my mom's half Jew. My grandma's Jewish, and my grandpa was from Texas and Mexican.
Right.
So like half my family is white Jewish people, other half of my family's Mexican as hell. And I don't speak Spanish, so they're really like, white boy. I'm like,
you check some boxes for sure.
And I was this color till I was like 12. And then I don't know what happened. One summer at football, I just turned brown.
You just filled out.
Yeah. It was a trip, dude.
So give me a little bit of your background before we get to your podcast and shit. Like, how did you, because you used to you used to fuck with the packs back in the day?
Yeah. I never shipped nothing, though. I got one box ready, and the guy flaked, and I went, this is a sign for me not to do this.
Yeah.
Because I spent so much shit doing it. Like, packing it, going to buy
fucking
this
vacuum sealing, triple vacuum sealing, double vacuum, whatever
and
it is.
he wanted like 8 different things. I went and bought them all, and then he just stopped. He just flaked, and I'm like, bro, this is my sign to just sell packs in person like I've been doing for 20 or 15 years.
So would you just like middleman shit?
I think everybody's a middleman.
The middleman game is popping in LA, man. It's crazy.
I wasn't that guy.
Yeah, there's that guy.
Yeah, and I'm sweating my ass. I was just, I think is the ibuprofen I took or something.
It might be something.
My bad.
I was about to say, you look like it's a lot hotter in here than it is.
It's not. You guys are fine. I'm just like,
I'm sipping hot tea right now.
I know. Damn, dude. Nah, like I said,
You're sweating like a whore in church.
Yeah, I hurt my back though. I think that might be the thing.
Yeah, it's crazy because like moving to LA, like just the weed economy is so wild here.
And none of them are from LA.
None of them. Well, yeah, you're right. I mean,
none of the fools openly.
And you'll note, and like it's crazy because you'll notice like a lot of like the plugs or whatever out here there's a lot of Asian folks. There's a lot of Armenian folks.
Yeah.
Like it's
all color. All walks of life.
It's a wild economy in LA still that is still thriving. Like if you just go down to downtown LA. All those high rises are like.
I used to live in those.
I bet you, yeah. It's just like there's just trap houses in all of them.
Well, my thing is like, I'm just glad in my head I know I'm a good person.
Right.
I'm like I could have robbed you. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Through my hallways like you got vac bags under your arm from Target. I'm gonna follow your fucking apartment if I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take all your shit.
Yeah.
All these fools are so careless, posting snaps. Posting where they're eating dinner, and it's like, fools are gonna shoot you and take your shit.
Yeah.
I can follow you in 2 days, 2 posts. I got you.
A lot of these guys want to be rappers, man. That's the problem.
What it is.
It's the clout,
man.
bruh. That clout is a drug, man.
Oh, fools are crazy. The best drug dealers I ever met don't drive wild cars, and they don't have social media.
Facts.
And they're still crushing.
Factuals.
But like we talked about earlier, about places, I was like, shit like that.
Yeah.
Those are the fools you don't expect. The fools that are just with their
Well, you
kids.
said that you had told, so for full discrepancy, so you had said that when you walked up here that you had told a story about our new location in one of your, I don't care if you share it, but in one of your previous pods.
I couldn't believe
one of your story times.
Yeah.
Because I've heard, so for people who don't know, obviously recently we moved into a new facility in LA, and I've heard this, before we got here, we knew it was a dispensary of sorts, right? So when we moved in, we had to do a lot of work. We had to fix it up. It was a fucking pain in the ass. But I've had 2 or 3 people be like, yo, man, I used to fucking pull up and get work at your spot before you had it, obviously.
Yeah. So right when I walked in, I went, huh. And then when I got to the back, I go, oh, this is a nice little area. And then that's when it hit me. Because I said that when I walked in, like, this is a nice spot. Like, I like that you're not getting in here without getting shot over the fence like Christmas Story.
Wow.
Like, you're not going to make it in here.
Right.
But right when I walked in the back, I got a crazy memory. And, oh, yeah, for all those fans out there that watch my stories, there's a certain weed hub I talked about. And this was it. That's when you said, there used to be a wall there. I go, I fucking knew it. Because it was different. Because I remember walking, hitting the right, and then he just sat me in a room where I watched a little square TV for a while. I think it was Maury or Jerry Springer, but it was on like a TV. Just out of 96 drug dealer
What
movie.
year was this? Was this like
2014?
Oh, wow.
15.
Wow. Yeah, that's not too long ago. So it's, yeah.
It's a trip, bro.
Yes.
There used to be a lot of fire in these buildings right here.
100%. Okay, so at what point in time did you start to kind of pivot out of like full-time trapping?
What happened was that I started Instagram, and I thought it was fun. Started getting a little following, and then I thought, this is where I go to jail. I can't be smiling with pounds.
Right.
That's just like, that's a dartboard in some DEA guy's office. Like, fuck this kid.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was posting 100 packs, like laying in them, because it was fun to me.
Right.
And then I realized, like, you know what? I got to stop when I got a homie hit me up. And he told me that these fools were like, all right, so you know how you're going on that trip? He's all, this person already plotted out how they're going to come into your spot. If you leave or not, you know what I mean? Like, oh, fuck, I know these gangbanger ass fools.
Like people were like plotting on you.
Yeah, just because once my shit got kind of big, my town's 80,000.
This was in Merced still?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just stopped. I was like, you know, it's not even worth this shit.
Yeah.
Plus, like, everybody and their mom sells fucking weed now.
Everybody does.
Everybody. Back then, I'm like, the fools I was giving QPs to, now we're like, oh, now that I get a P, I'm just going to buy it from that guy because it's $200 cheaper, undercut yours. I'm like, you bastards. But my shit's fire. But there was a time where I looked in my cabinet and I had like 6 pounds of Forum cookies. And I couldn't get rid of it.
Really?
And I was like, nobody wants the fire?
Right.
Like, no, I got it over here for 19. Like, 19? Like, my heart just dropped. Like, bro, I got this for 27. No, I got to get it to you for 36.
Yep.
This isn't going to work anymore. That's all I thought. Like, Merced's too small. I'm done. Mm-hmm. And I just, like, focused on the content, started Push Trees.
What is Push Trees?
It's my clothing company.
Okay.
I started that, like, 2014. End of 13. And that shit took off really, like, it just shocked me.
Yeah.
And then I thought, you know what, let me just stop the weed. But I told my fiance now, like, we're going to be broke for a while. Like, are you down? And she was down. And then we were broke for 7 fucking years straight, dude.
That's crazy.
But making content I was just doing it for free. I didn't realize that you get paid.
For sure.
For all this influencer shit.
Yeah.
So I was just making content to have fun.
Was this on YouTube or on Instagram?
I didn't start YouTube till, like, end of 2018, probably.
So this was Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm on my 30th Instagram account. Like, they won't stop.
They keep fucking your shit up.
They won't stop. So my first page was huge. Like, Rihanna, what it was is Rihanna would like all my toy pictures all the time. Mm-hmm. And people would fucking go crazy. And that's how I got a lot of the mainstream world and not the weed world watching my shit. And
when you say toys, you mean like you have a toy collection? Like
I do have
toys?
a toy collection. Yeah, sick toy. Like, so when I walked in, I went, ooh.
I don't have anything nice in here. But
sick shit, though. The second I walked in, like, oh, hell yeah.
I just got like Suns players and wrestlers.
Yeah, but no, I would do like, I started off doing movie scenes.
Oh.
With snugs and toys.
Oh.
You watch Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, of course.
Where Marvin Nash gets his ear cut off?
Yeah.
I did that. I went to Hobby Lobby, bought a little chair, put a nug, and it's before video, so I just took like collage pictures.
Almost like a...
stop motion almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like Rambo, Forrest Gump. I just did all my favorite movies, and people just... It would take me 4 hours to do these little pictures.
And Rihanna was in. She loved
toy pictures, and that's back when, like, think... So-and-so liked this post, and there was that other page you can look at.
Yep, you could see what everybody liked. I'm glad they removed that.
Me
Jesus.
too, man. That shit was dumb. And that's how a lot of people lost their
relationships
weed connects too.
And relationships.
But weed connects a lot went away right there. Like, that's the guy.
That's who you're liking.
That's who you're fucking. Oh, that's the guy. And that was it. And then Kick came, and fools were like, "Yo, I'll sell shit to you." And Vine. Oh fuck. The weed world went weird. The weed world went meme.
Well, now everybody's on like Signal and what's the other one?
I got no clue. Telegram.
Telegram.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm good. And so I was just selling packs. And I was like, you know what? Let's go full time on the content. And I was barely making my rent with Push Trees, so that was enough every month just to cover my shit. It was the worst, man. It really was the fucking worst. But like, I was happy as hell all the time, and the coolest job ever that barely paid me. But I only got paid because I made a company. I didn't get paid off views. I never got paid off views on YouTube still.
Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of your content is not monetizable in terms of...
It was monetized for 3 years, but you know that little bar where it shows your money? Mm-hmm. Mine was transparent, but it had the money, and I never got it.
What?
I've talked about the lawyer. I've talked to that dude DDG.
Yeah.
Talked to him because he's a big YouTuber. Yeah. Talked to DJ Ghost. They're like, "What are you saying to me?" And I showed him like, "I thought you were fucking lying." Like, no, look it. And
did you apply for monetization?
It was monetized.
So you got approved.
I'm approved.
Like you got the Google AdSense
everything.
And all that.
I have a Google AdSense hooked to my bank account, and every month it just says 0 in the Google AdSense. But on YouTube,
you could see a number.
Come on, man.
And there's just a nut waiting for you to get paid out.
I mean, one day, I'll say it now, if anybody can give me my money, I will give you 30% of it. It's $3.1 million.
Just sitting there.
I never got it.
What the fuck?
They kept it. They were running ads on all my shit about age restricted, and then they were running rosin press ads on my videos that I can't. On my rosin press video, they were running rosin press ads.
What year was the rosin press thing?
2019.
Oh yeah, this is crazy. So there was like a big purge.
I got YouTube a year after because I heard about the
YouTube purge, which was about
17.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 16. I heard about that, but I was like, bro, I just make content. I don't care about getting paid. And then they like, yo, we'll pay you.
I have some contacts at YouTube.
Please help me.
Yeah, I can help you.
Bro, I swear to God, you can take 25 to 30% of this chunk of money if you can get me my money back. Because it's like, you know what?
I don't think it's that hard of a fix.
I'll go buy something with it.
I'll
go buy some property.
Yeah, that's a lot of money in there.
It's a shitload of money, dude. I try not to get mad.
Every time you log into YouTube, you're looking at it like, fuck.
No, about 2 years ago, they stopped it, and then it just said 0.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is there any...
Last year, it said monetize is gone. But I mean, I was monetized. And they were running Donald Trump ads on my shit for president. I never got no money from that.
What the fuck? That shit's insane.
Rehab ads all the time on my shit.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, I got a second channel that I don't smoke or cuss, and they just demonetized that too.
Really?
They said drug content.
Okay, what about your podcast channel?
Demonetized.
Really?
Every episode's age restricted, and when you try to press it, it says, "Are you sure you want to watch this? This is a content." Yesterday, I clicked one and said, "This contains suicidal content." The AD one I just did.
Yeah. Have you considered? Well, I wouldn't say not smoking, because we have episodes of people smoking. It's monetized. Have you considered editing out curse words for the first 10 minutes?
We have a 10 guy nice cock.
I've seen
10
that.
minute
You guys
nice
do have
club.
that. Nothing.
No, Bent Pixels, the people that help out all the comedians, they were like, brah, they were trying to help, and they never helped.
I wonder if they just have I
have a blacklist on my name.
They might have that.
100%, dude, because I've gotten deleted off Vimeo, the video.
Which was like the app. Old school, Vimeo, where if you were a video editor, you post your reels on, or you.
We got kicked off of that for promoting the sale of drug content or the sale of drugs and harmful goods.
What?
I didn't even know you can get kicked off that.
That shit is crazy.
I get fucked with a lot, dude. A lot.
So, I saw recently that you're picking up sponsors on your podcast.
Yeah, we just opened it up to weed sponsors finally. Because
right.
I never did, because I wanted to show YouTube, look, I can be the podcast guy too. I don't have to be the weed guy on here. So there's a lot of episodes we don't even smoke, because I asked the guests, "You smoke? No. Do you mind if I smoke?" "Well, I don't mind." Don't worry, I'm not going to even box you. Don't worry. We won't even smoke. There's a lot of episodes we don't smoke.
I was going to say...
and they're age restricted.
So at the moment, you guys haven't been able to really fully monetize the podcast. I know you guys had like a small deal because I saw some episode where you were talking about how you were working with, was it a network for a sec?
we signed with a company. They do like, say it's this compound.
Yeah.
So here's our set. There's Tyson, there's Matt Barnes, there's Tony Hawk, and like we walk in, do our it's like a TV thing. It just didn't work out. That's all. Nothing bad. Just me and Marty looked at each other.
How long
was
that deal?
Indefinite. And then we were like, at 3 months, we're like, Marty, we can work way harder and faster than this. And he's like, I know. So we're like, hey guys, we're just gonna go back and do our thing. We appreciate you. And we left. Nothing wrong on their part. Just if me and Marty works harder than I do, and I work my ass off. And it's just, if we can do this, let's just do it ourselves.
Is your squad a 2-man squad?
Yeah, it's just me and Marty, dude.
So Marty handles the editing, he handles the IG.
The editing, the back end stuff.
So he's like uploading. He's
yeah, he's uploading the
if we
the
see a
podcast.
social media clip, he's handling that as well.
Yeah, Marty's completely taken over the podcast since we left the agency and came back.
So he's just on it.
He's
doing a great job.
He's doing a great fucking job, dude.
And he's co-hosting.
Yeah, Marty's just the man, bro. He really is. Do you know about Marty or no?
I just followed him
background?
once I kind of dived into your world, and I saw he's like got a graphics company, and
Marty's the most humble guy in the world. I met Marty.
I saw he does graphics for Joe Rogan and shit.
He DM'd me, and I went, for real? Because he hit me up one day and goes, hey, I heard, in one of my story times, I go, would you guys watch a podcast if I did one?
Right.
It's like 2019 I said it.
Yeah.
And then I got a bunch of comments saying, fuck yeah, I'd watch it. I go, oh, all right. That day I posted it, Marty DM'd me and said, hey, I do podcasting, this and that and this. I've been following you for about 5 years, but I saw, and that's what made me happy. Like, oh, you didn't just bug me and say, let's work.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck I do roofing. Like, shut up. That doesn't help right now. You know what I mean? Like, people do that to you, I guarantee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Marty's like, I do podcasting. I just watched your video 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, if you ever want to start. And then Marty's like, ticket sales, graphics, promo, online shit for Rogan, Theo Von, Corolla. But he helped start The Fighter and the Kid. So he's like the guy.
Oh, he helped start that.
He helped with Brian
Brandon
Callen,
Chubb and Brian
Schaub
Callen, yeah.
And then, so I'm looking at him like, you want to help me start a fucking podcast? I just get high on the internet.
Yeah.
You know? And it took a long time. He took over my YouTube videos. Marty's the best editor on YouTube. I will say that right now. He crushes
your
that
videos
shit.
are sick, bro. The production value.
The
I think
dopest
your
Yola
guys'
ones.
marketing is crazy. I'm like, dude, you guys are kind of running circles around a lot of...
Thank you, man.
And again, like I said, I was very ignorant to your podcast. So it was dope to like, when I saw the track, I was like, yo, this podcast looks sick. I love your guys' fucking set.
Thank you.
And then I followed you guys, and I was like, when the Jeezy thing popped up, I watched that, and I just loved your approach. I loved your non-hip-hop approach to that interview.
Yeah, I wanted to bring out, like, what else have people not asked you?
Because the thing is like, Jeezy's going to run around and do every hip-hop podcast, and they're going to approach him on the hip-hop side.
Yep.
And you approached him just more on some life shit. Like, hey, I checked your book out. Like,
I always want to ask. I ask a lot of guests, if 16-year-old you walks in, are they going to beat the shit out of you, or you got them?
Right.
Because that gets guests going, what? And then it makes them reflect, and they go, I was wild. And then I feel like it breaks the ice of like, hey, we're nice, we're chilling, you just talk. Because, a lot of famous ass fools do a lot of interviews.
And a lot of people are very, they're, especially a guy like Jeezy. Jeezy's probably got his guard up in a lot of interviews because he's fucking Jeezy.
I can always see when it goes down.
Yes.
It was about minute 5.
You got to ease him in.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what we try to do here. Because, like, obviously we're a hip hop podcast, but, like, we aren't like other platforms where I would say that, like, we're not a controversy driven platform.
Oh no! I had AD on this week, and we didn't mention the controversy at all.
So it's like I won't say like we just had Adam 22 on him. Adam 22 challenged AD on our shit.
He went hard, yeah.
He did.
But the thing is, like,
but I'm friends with both of them, so like I'm trying to kind of like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Would you do that in real life? No, you wouldn't fucking. Hey, you guys should box. You know what he said about you? Yeah. So I'm not gonna do it on my show. Right. Also, like, I feel if I can just do well and do everything without that, I mean, it kind of like stamps the like, nah, good conversation. People just kind of want to watch. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want.
So would you attribute, because you have a big following, would you attribute that to Instagram, the clothing line, or the YouTube channel? Because your other YouTube channel is really big.
Yeah, so that's what happened. I started 2018. I got deleted on Instagram for like the 15th time, and I went, I'm gonna try YouTube. Should I just fucking try it? Because I had posted a video like once every 8 months on YouTube, but it was just clips from my iPhone that I didn't care about because I cared about Instagram. And then I really liked it, and I never talked on camera till 2018. I never talk. I just do weed videos. And I did something called story time. I was with my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, you think people want us to do a story? Think I could tell a story? Like I can talk.
Yeah.
And I set my phone up and I'm like, how I started selling weed. Boom, that's kind of interesting. And I just talked and it went fucking insane. And when I watched it back as I was editing it, I kept forgetting it's me and I was just kind of getting entertained. Like, this fool's crazy. Like, you high fool, that's you, dummy. I do that all the time. Like, this fool's fucking dumb. As I'm editing, and then I'm like, I'll do another one. And that's what blew my channel up to the max. Is Storytime alone's got 80 million views on it, just on those stories, you know? And we're restricted, we're blacklisted. I've been deleted off YouTube. Marty got my YouTube back, actually. They deleted me at 995. The day I hit 1 million, they deleted me.
What the fuck?
No strikes, no nothing, no anything. Someone doesn't like me, bro. Truly,
they're not fucking with you at YouTube.
Truly don't like me. I think they're like, that smile's fake. Or something. Maybe they fucking hate me. I don't know. Maybe you know those times where people ask you, come on, man, what'd you do? Did you do something? Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't really, truly, honestly think of like, well, I've never fucked anybody over. What? Okay. What did I do?
Like, did I fuck somebody at YouTube's girl back in the day?
Not
and
even,
said?
not even. Somebody's asked me that. I'm like, no, that's insane.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what it is. I had a DEA thing on me for a little bit. Maybe it's a government thing.
Maybe.
Don't know. Obviously, they were wrong, and I didn't go to jail. So I'm fine.
Was that the closest you've ever been to incarceration?
No. I've
Have you ever been locked up or no?
Mm-mm. There's a lot of instances where I was like, well, that's it. Fuck, I'm finally gonna see what it's like in there, huh? And I swear to God, like on some Truman Show shit, they're like, no, producers, call this fool, tell him to fucking let him go.
Wow.
I swear to God, there's been times I'm like, I got 6 pounds of shatter in my backseat in pizza boxes. I'm done.
Right.
I'm pulled over. And I think it's the smile and the customer service voice.
You got to go customer service.
I do. Hi, sir. Oh, no problem, sir. I'll be right here. Hands are always on the steering wheel. My wallet's right there. Do you want me? Is it cool if I get it? Here you go. But you take it out. I'm always so polite. And I don't know what it is. I didn't have my ID the last time I got pulled over. I forgot my wallet.
Do you have a Jewish last name or a Latino last name? A Latino last
Araujo,
name?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
No, not at all.
it's a nice Goldberg here. You know?
But I think someone's just like, yo, you got 5 chances and you're going to use them all already? Fuck. So I don't sell packs anymore, so I don't care.
Right.
But wow. Yeah, there's been a lot of times, dude, where I'm just like, wow, well, that was it. This is over. And I think of every time I'm about to get in trouble, I go, and I calculate all the math I'm about to lose in my car. That's all I really care about at the beginning, like, fuck. And then I think of the fire that these fools are going to confiscate. And that hurts me more. Like, you guys aren't going to do nothing with it.
It's going to get burned probably.
Or you're going to smoke. I had a cop pocket my weed one time when I was in college. Said he was going to write, and he just stole my weed. I got no ticket.
Yeah. That's a
It's a
better
blessing.
alternative.
Yeah, it's a
Take
blessing.
the weed, man.
Take the weed, but also, it's like this. Here's $50, or here's some fire ass weed, and it's not worth $50. I'm like, I'll take the fire ass weed. I just don't know what it is. Like that trade off of like, there's so much work went into that fucking weed. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to
So much
taken.
passion.
I just think I just love weed a lot.
What year did you start selling weed?
Sophomore year of high school. Me and my best friend Joe Fish. This is the first story I ever told. I lived across the street from high school, so on Sunday, and my mom is a monster. She'll fucking. I always compare her to Joe Pesci in Goodfellas.
Oh, nice. Okay.
She's a monster. She'll fucking beat your ass, dude or girl. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So I was definitely scared of my mom. Right. That's what kept me out of gangs in the gang town. Like my mom's scary, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get caught. I can't smell like weed. My mom will probably stab me or something or hit me with something. So I thought, like, Joe, you know, like, we can't get caught. So what we did is we went and stashed, because it's hot in Merced.
Yeah.
But it still has drain pipes for the rain times.
Yeah.
So what I did is we went and stashed 10 sacks in certain drain pipes and 20s in certain drain pipes. And then the wood shop that hasn't moved since my mom went there.
Right.
We just went and stashed it.
At the school?
At the school. So I have it on me, but I didn't have it on me. That was my thing. Like, I could have it on me without having it on me. Like, what do you need, 10? All right, cool. I'll walk the opposite way, come around that hallway, because I know someone's just going to follow me, trying to watch where I possess my shit. And the first lunch, we sold a zip. And me and Joe looked at each other like, oh, my fucking God. And I grew up so poor. I'm like, dude, I got $40.
That's not bad.
You know what I mean?
First
Like,
transaction is a zip. Yeah.
At the end, I'm like, I made $40 profit. Holy shit. I was hyped.
How do you go from that? Like, what is the progression into like getting into the PAX world? Because it is like a culture here in California. You know what I'm saying? And then you're kind of in the mid. Well, not necessarily in the middle. You're more on the northern side of the. Would you say you're in? Yeah,
Besides the dead middle.
Yeah. Oh, it is the middle.
Dead middle of Redding and Weed, California doesn't really.
But you're closer to the Bay.
I'm an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Hour 45.
I'm in between. In my head, I think of California, San Francisco, and LA.
That's all you think of. Nobody thinks of Sacramento anymore.
Nobody thinks of, like you said, like whatever the fucking where the redwoods are.
Yeah, you don't think about it. You just think weed.
Yeah.
Mountain men.
Like, did you ever get into that world where, because I spoke with Byrne and he had told us this story where he thought he was going to die. He went to...
Oh, went to wrong grow.
He went up north or wherever the...
Emerald Triangle.
Yeah, and he said that he brought somebody up there. It's on YouTube. It's got a lot of views. It's kind of crazy. But from what I hear, that world is crazy because they kind of live by their own laws.
Oh, there's certain times where you can't... A lot of my mountain homies tell me a lot. I don't go up there.
So you haven't gone up there?
Oh, I've been there.
You've been up there.
I don't want to go back.
But in your heyday, you were in your heyday you would go up there and
No. So what happens? I had the ultimate fucking connect in Merced. He was one of my good friend's older brother, and everybody knew like that fool's just the man.
Right.
19, he bought his house. He had a Mercedes. Like in the poor ass town, and he's a white kid, and he could freestyle for 45 minutes straight, and it was always the coolest shit. We'd get drunk and just listen to him. Like, how? Yeah. How were you doing? You know, just sometimes you see like, you don't make music at all? You're fucking talented. Wow.
Right.
And he was just the coolest guy. And then he had the Humboldt Connect, the direct line.
So he had the direct.
He flooded everything.
That's
and when
crazy.
I started chilling with him is when I started making a lot of money and getting packs.
So that was...
I was getting 2 packs and breaking them. And then from him, he was like, here's 20. Just pay me back. My fucking duffels in my little, like, 2003 Impala, like, just scared to death at first. Like, someone's going to rob me. And then I thought, no one's going to rob me. They don't even know I have this shit.
Yeah.
I was the pizza guy. I worked at the pizza spot. And that's how I started. That's how I made a lot of money, too. I put like a half P in my trunk, my scales, and then on my deliveries, people would just hit me up all day, and I just...
While you were delivering pizza?
Yeah, but I drive fast, all right? My whole family's truck drivers, so I know how to drive. I'm driving since I was a little boy.
That's a wild thing. My whole family's truck drivers. I had to be the designated driver at a young age.
No, they don't drink.
Oh.
My whole family's just straight edge. Like, you do drugs and drink, you're a fucking loser. My grandma and grandpa are like the peak Mexicans.
Okay.
Like... They came here with nothing, and they own like how many properties I couldn't tell you.
Wait, did you just say though your family was drunk drivers, or did I misunderstand what you just said?
They're all truck drivers.
Oh, I thought you said drunk drivers.
No, I'm sorry. They're all truck drivers.
I was like,
my bad. They're all truck drivers.
Oh, so they all okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I knew how to.
So you knew how to drive.
Yeah, so I mean, and it's my town. I know it. So I would just when people hit me up like, "Yo, I need an eighth," I'm like, perfect. I'm taking a delivery. And I would...
Jesus Christ.
You're good, and that's what I would do.
Vibrating.
Scale on the pizza bag, and...
Wow, that's
nobody
crazy.
ever asked a thing, because it looks like I'm just... I'd walk in, sell a sack, and leave.
That's like some shit out of a fucking Workaholics episode or something.
It was incredible. And I'd keep my sign on after work, because who pulls over the pizza guy? Nobody.
True.
I'm telling you, all these things I thought of, because I was like, I'm not going to fucking jail. That sounds terrible.
Well, like, there's like little things like back in the day that like if you were to like ship shit out, like I would do is like I would buy this eBay tape. So there's this eBay tape, right? That's blue.
Right.
Yeah. And I'd be like, well, let me tape up the box with eBay tape because it looks like it's some eBay shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. shipping.
There's some clever people out there though. What's the like the moment you looked at someone like, how the fuck could your brain think of this? Did you ever see the craziest boxed up? I've seen some shit.
I've seen some. Well, I got friends like currently that will fly with lots of work,
Bro, me too.
And it's kind of
the brick variety, not the weed variety.
no. I've
seen that. I'm like, are you fucking an informant for
and
the
they'll
government?
and they'll just check the bag with that in it.
Carry on.
Oh, that's crazy. Hey, we got to stop the interview to tell you about our folks at Odd Socks, baby. Shout out to Odd Socks, man. The most comfortable socks in the world. Listen, they got all the licenses. If you love chips, you know what I'm saying? They got the Funyuns. They got the goddamn Doritos. They got Godfather. What's dope about Odd Socks is not only is it the most comfortable sock in the world that you could put on your feet, but they also just introduced their draws. That's right. We got Odd Socks Basics underwear right here, which are amazing. So if you just like that clean cut, we got the black ones. Or if you're a fan of a little bit of the Reese's, you know what I'm saying? Look, go to oddsocksofficial.com right now. Use that promo code Bootleg, and you'll save 20% off at checkout. The most comfortable socks in the world. They got the Basics. These are a pair of the Basics. These are, they're just so comfortable, dude. Like, trust me when I say, all right, if you're into wrestling, if you're into Transformers, Power Rangers, goddamn Pepsi, Coke, they got both. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Odd Socks, oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code Bootleg. Save 20% off at checkout. Also, got a shout out to the family at Blue Chew. That's right. It's hot as hell outside. What does that have to do with Blue Chew? I haven't decided yet. But I do know if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, or maybe your thing ain't thanging like it should be thanging, you know what I'm saying? Get that Blue Chew, same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis. Yes, all right, but it's getting straight to your door in a very discreet package. No doctor's appointments, no doctor's visits, all right? It's all online, bluechew.com, all right? And this is what's dope about Blue Chew. It makes your dick work like it's never worked before, if we're just being honest. Imagine like Barry Bonds' 71 home run season, but the dick form. That's how you're going to be feeling when you're on these Blue Chews, all right? Trust me when I say it's a chewable form. They just dropped their mint chewables as well. There's so much to go down with. BlueChew.com. Use that promo code BOOTLEG, and they'll send you your first month for free. Yes, you're asking me, does Blue Chew work? Of course it does. Find out for yourself for free. BlueChew.com, promo code BOOTLEG. All right, go get you a month of Blue Chew for free and thank me later. Your wife will be thanking me. Your girl will be thanking me. Your dick will be thanking me. You know what I mean. All right, let's get back to the interview.
When I looked at it and went, say it again, what you just came here with, because we were there and I looked at it and went, no, he's currently not in the country and being looked for, so it's going to happen.
I don't have anybody who's flown with that, but I have friends who actively fly across the country with like 50 packs, like in their luggage.
And they're checking it?
No. They check it in under the plane.
Then the people that work there are getting paid back.
No, because the
50p.
So they get these giant fucking suitcases, and then they just check 2 bags, and then they'll vacuum seal a certain amount of. They get those laundry vacuum seals, and the way they seal it, it'd be like 25 on each side of the bag, and I guess
in the liner.
Yeah.
I thought you meant they're just fucking filling up a suitcase.
I mean, kind of.
But you can't see when you open it.
But this is the thing, from what I understand, the X-ray machine sees that as it's the same. It shows up the same way that clothing will show up. So you're kind of like playing roulette.
That's what I'm saying. You're just hoping
that somebody don't crack it open, but it looks like a bunch of clothes.
2 times I've been searched at the airport, and I had weed in my bag, and I was 15, and I was 18, and I almost ran on the 15 one, but then I thought, where am I going?
Yeah.
I was at the Portland airport, and I put 2 zips in my suitcase, and my dad dropped me off, and he was all happy, and she was like, yeah, you're doing really good, man. I got kicked out and had to move to Oregon, and I had 2 zips, and then as they're searching my bag, I'm like, well, that's it. I'm in trouble. This is a federal building.
Yeah.
It's 15. Like, it's over.
They looked over it?
They searched my bag and everything. They got to like, it was under a blue striped shirt. And I remember it was like the 7th shirt down. They get there. Remember long movies on VHS were two.
Yeah, 2 tapes.
All right, so I had the American Beauty one. It was 2.
Yeah.
So I put 2 zips in it. Yeah, I put 2 zips in it. I was like, fuck yeah. But I made it. They opened it and went, okay, you're good. And zipped it up. And like, my throw up went back down. And
a lot of the rappers, like when they fly places where they shouldn't be flying with weed, they'll stuff it in deodorant sticks. They'll get out the deodorant
so many
sticks.
good spots. I flew to Mexico with a lot of shit. Just joints though.
Yeah.
Anytime when I'm saying that now, it's just for personal. I don't sell shit
of
no
course.
more. So it's like, but personal's like 4 zips kind of sometimes.
Yeah, and you're not buying weed in Mexico.
Hell no.
That's a wild thing to do.
No, hell no.
Mota, amigo, mota.
Be sober.
No.
Eating fucking rice.
I don't know what you're selling me, buddy.
Yeah. So I just, I was breaking down like little peas in here and there, and then I met my connect.
Mm-hmm.
We on the online. We have the video about him. I changed his name. His name's something else, but his name's John in the video.
Yeah, you interviewed him, right?
No, I have a.
Or you interviewed somebody with a ski mask on.
Yeah, that's my other homie. And after the thing, I went, "You have a ski mask on. That's why we could talk." Because the shit we talk about, I'm like, "This is a move." You know what I'm saying? There's things you can never talk about. I'm like, "Wow, you're alive still. Good job, bro. I'm happy to see you."
Mm-hmm.
So that homie was the most docile interview of all time because even after he's like, it's just my voice. I'm like, we should have voice changed you, dude, man. Because he's really into some shit and I can't. I'd rather not do the episode, but I talked to him about it. Like the stories over the 10 years I've known you are unbelievable. Yeah. The shit that I see in your house is fucking, sometimes you walk in like, oh my God, what is in this house?
I have a friend like that.
Yeah, and it's not that you don't feel safe, but if you didn't know him, am I going to get killed in here?
Yeah,
I got to leave,
one of my very close friends, his house is always, it's very nice, but you'll go over there and you'll be like.
It's always very nice.
Like there's this one time I went over to someone who's not around anymore, but I went over to my boy's crib and he had a bunch of tile in his workshop. And I was like, oh, you got new tile, He's like, I know, open the top one. I looked down, just fucking kilos of cocaine just stuffed down a fucking, like, hollowed out fucking
in the tiles, tile. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Scary.
Crazy.
When I see multiple bricks, I go,
rest in peace to that guy, too, by the way. He passed away.
It always gives me a bad feeling.
Yeah.
Like a feeling of, like, I need to get out of this place. There's too much money in this house, and that shit's evil.
Well, and then you get desensitized to it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Which is scary, too.
Me and Coke used to be homies, and it's just bad for me, so I don't do it anymore. I used to do Coke all through fucking high school.
I've actually never done any drugs but weed and shrooms.
Good. I'm so happy for you. Keep it that way.
But because I see my family,
Oh, yeah. I see my dad was a fucking crankhead my whole life. And
have you ever done anything like crazy like that?
I've done all drugs.
You've done it all?
Done it all.
What's your least favorite?
Crack.
Crack, really?
It makes you feel disgusting.
I gotta ask you about crack.
It made me feel gross.
Because I watch Snowfall, right? And
yeah, Snowfall's great. What a great show.
And like,
those are crack heads.
Just the way I feel about crack is listen, most serious drugs, people are willing to check their sexuality at the door to get more of it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like there's like grown straight men offering blowjobs in America right now for more crack or fentanyl.
For sure.
For sure, right? So my thing is like, well, crack must be amazing.
Oh, you're talking about the drug. Oh, I haven't done heroin or acid. I'll leave that.
But crack.
Crack, everyone. All right, look, when I smoked it with my Uncle John, he passed away recently. That fool was like my best homie. And I got him to do coke for the first time in his life. And he's 11 years older than me. So here I am, 15. We smoke weed all the time together. And I'm like, hey, man. He's like, I'll never put powder in my nose.
But he was smoking crack.
No, he'd never do any drugs.
He'd never done anything.
Smoke weed. And I'm like, because he always said, stop doing lines, fool, you're 15. He would always say, you're 15. And I go, John, just got to try it and shut the fuck up. And for like 3 years, he wouldn't. And then one day, I'm like, you want to try a line? He just said, fuck it. And I remember I was like, I created a monster. The first time he did it, I remember his head came up and the smile he had, I went, no, you're hooked. I felt bad. But it was like a friendly one. We're not sitting here, hey, what's anybody need their dick sucked for some fucking drugs? Right, no, right. It was never like that.
You were fiending out.
No, but I can tell you a time where it was the middle of the night and I'm like, bro, I have no more drugs. That sucks. I would give all the weed I have for some. That's how far I'd go. Like, I'd give all the weed I have right now for some drugs. Right now. Yeah. And I love weed, so that's not good. But the crack thing, he bought a sack on his own.
Of crack?
No, of coke on his own.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey,
That's a little
Bought it
different.
on
That's
your own
different.
now?
You bought it on your own. You're not just doing it with me.
Yeah, like, you got a sack? Oh no, because he knew my connect like 4 blocks from him. And then I remember he's like, put it on the bowl. I go, I hate that shit. My friends do that. I don't like it. It tastes nasty. I don't want to smoke coke on my weed. Like, do this to do this? No thanks. I don't like roller coasters. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good. And he put it on. He smoked it. And he went, ooh. I went, oh, come on, man. And I remember smoking it. And right when I hit it, and then it smelled like color crowns burning.
Jesus.
Like wax burning.
Yeah.
Like, but I smelled it in here. I didn't just smell it. Like, it's in my head.
I'm not even sure that's the proper way to do crack. Because I think you just smoked. You just smoked cocaine.
Not.
It wasn't re-rocked or anything.
No. So as I'm smoking it, I'm like, oh, gross. This tastes disgusting. I'm like, let me see it. And that's when I went, are you fucking stupid? And that's when I went, this isn't cocaine. He bought like a 40, 50. And
it was rocked up.
It was yellow and a ball chunks and shards.
Yeah.
Like when soap starts to flake off of your bar of soap when you're a kid.
Right. So it was crack.
It was fucking crack with like they went, here's some coke. And they just dusted it.
Wow.
They fucking, and I looked at him like, are you fucking stupid?
So you didn't hit it and you weren't like, this is the greatest shit ever.
No, I hit it. I was like,
terrible.
this tastes like shit. And then I got a really, really bad headache. Like one of these.
Yeah.
Like my head was getting bigger than my head was. Yeah. And I felt kind of like shaky, or I just felt wobbly. And that's when I'm like, give me that. Let me see that shit. And then we looked at it by lighter light, or the fuck, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it was yellow little ball crunches. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You know what crack looks like.
Yeah,
it looked like crack from I seen from the movies. And I went, John, for real? This is disgusting.
We're crackheads now.
I hated it. I'm glad I hated it, though. Like, I tried Oxy one time because John, my dealer John.
Okay, not your Uncle John.
He was stuck on Oxy's bad.
This is obviously way early in the game. I'm assuming fentanyl hadn't ruined a lot of people's.
It was real bad.
The Oxy shit was crazy for sure.
It was crazy, though. He was popping them like fucking Skittles, bro. It was really, really sad. Like, it got to the point where me and him were chilling every day. And I didn't even really chill with my homie that was his brother anymore because he was like working, doing shit. I'm like, I'll chill with your brother. I'm getting packs from him anyway. And it was just sad, man, because he's such a good guy. He's such a nice dude. Like, he could do anything he fucking wanted. 6'2", blonde hair, blue eyes. Like, you have the world at your palm, fool. Come on. And he just kept getting into bullshit with little gangbangers. And he kept getting into bullshit with the Oxys. And I remember there got to a time where he was so fucked up where he wouldn't stop answering. And he wouldn't remember what I owed him. And I'm like, I owe you that money. Oh, yeah. What did you take again? And in my head, I'm like, I could tell you 2 pounds. You gave me 20 P's.
Oh, wow.
I could tell you anything.
Right.
And you'd be like, oh, got you, bro. But I'm not a piece of shit. And I love that fool. He's you know what I'm saying? He's a good person. And I remember I walked in once, and he was passed out like on the floor, partially on the couch. There was like 60 P's laid out right in his walkway of the house, and the door was unlocked. And I just thought, like,
what the fuck's happening here?
What the fuck, dude? You know what? I could just take it.
You're lucky it's me who came in.
That's what I told him when I woke his ass up. Like, you're lucky it's me.
Somebody else would have pulled up to try to see him. They'd have fucking ate.
Yep, and he almost fucking shot me one time by accident because he was asleep on the couch with his little pistol when he was going through the gangbanger shit. And I knocked for 48 minutes straight. I needed the packs. I'm like, I'm just going to open the door. And I yelled his real name, and he just went, ah! And I just kind of dove out the way a little into his kitchen, and I told him, like, I can't hang out with you no more. And I stopped hanging out with him. Like, bro, you could have killed me.
Jesus.
Come on. And then the last time I talked to him, he got robbed at a party. Why would you bring 30 P's to a party? I was so mad at him. I was like his handler for a while. But like,
how old is this guy?
He's 3 years older than me.
Okay.
Not much older.
Yeah.
But that was it, dude. That was the last time I ever talked to him. He fucking disappeared that night after he got robbed. He had his little puppy. He just got his little puppy, and they found his puppy shot on the road, like right outside of town. And then that's it. I don't know what happened. I mean, I know what happened a little, but he's been gone for like 9 years now, dude.
Fuck.
I remember his mom putting like missing poster signs and shit. It was really sad.
That shit sucks.
It was sad, dude. Like, it was really bad. He's still gone.
Damn.
Missing still. Like 2 years ago, someone said that they found a body buried like outside of town. And they were like, could it be so and so? They kind of matches the age and shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, just tell me if it is or not.
Right.
You know?
Are you still friends with his little brother?
If I got like 8 homies, 6 of them live outside,
Right.
type of shit. They're all tweaking now. So it's like,
Oh, so like when you say 6 of them outside, like they're homeless.
yeah, they live outside.
Oh shit.
And
In Merced?
in Merced, yeah, I tried to help his ass. But
Yeah.
it just didn't work, dude.
Yeah. Did you? Because I feel like we all kind of go through a certain point in time where we grow up around certain people, or we're related to certain people, and you got to kind of, you know, not all family is family, and not all, you know, I have homies of mine who like I just outgrew them mentally, or
Yeah, mine is not even that. Like these fools are just tweakers outside now.
yeah, it's just like
No, it's not even that bad. Like I wish it was like, fool, you got to grow up.
Yeah.
Cheating on your girl or not taking care of your kid. I wish my homies were just like, you got to stop hitting your girl, bro. Like I'm going to beat your ass again or something.
Yeah.
I wish so. It was at least like, I know you're alive.
Right.
I only see my friends through arrest reports, bro. And it makes me so fucking sad.
Wow.
My best homie, Joe, my best fucking friend of all time. First time I talked to him in 12 years, I talked to him last Christmas. I saw
Right.
him walking the streets. I see him always. But this time I'm like, you look happy. And I talked to him and like, first time I talked to my best fucking friend I chill with all day, every day, was gonna move in with.
Right.
Because he was just too much. He was taking like too many pills, mixing with this. He was getting drunk. I just could not be around his ass no more. He just lives under the bridge with all these old fools.
Jesus.
And like, it just made me fucking cry. Like I couldn't believe it. But I talked to him recently, and it like made my whole year.
Right.
You
He's
know what I'm
doing
saying?
better.
He looked like he was doing better, man. He was drinking a green juice.
Oh, okay.
He was just walking down the street, and he didn't even recognize me at first. He looked at me, and then he like, we kind of like, I could see in his face that he was just like, oh my God,
Right.
well, shit. I talked to his mom still. His
Right.
mom's fucking amazing.
Right.
But she's like, I can't do anything for him anymore.
Right.
And now he's back doing fucked up shit. Because my homie's like, yo, and send me the link just so I can check up on my homies.
Right.
Like, oh, what's he going? Fuck, how long is he gonna be? Oh, fuck, okay. Then yesterday I got word that, I was just talking about on the podcast last week, one of my old homies, I'm like, I drove into town in my new car. I'm like, I'm gonna take it to town. And I drove in and I just see one of my old homies just twacked as fuck riding a bike down the street, just twacked. And then yesterday they told me he fucking just died. I didn't even know. He's
Oh
dead now.
shit. So you just saw him, and
I
then he
just
died.
saw him and talked about him on the show. The next week, he fucking dead.
What the fuck? Overdose?
They're still trying to determine it, but 100%.
How often do you go back to Merced?
I used to go back a lot, but like 4 or 5 times a year now.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more for birthdays or something.
Right. All your family's still there? Your mom's still there?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my fiance's family's from there too.
She's from there. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
right
Yeah.
outside of town, but
Yeah, Merced is like you said earlier, it's kind of like, it is a gang town. Like there's,
Yeah.
dude, just that whole little pocket of Cali is active as fuck.
yeah.
It's crazy.
And
Like you wouldn't even know
But
it.
it's easy to avoid. Stay in your car. Go to fucking work. Don't talk to motherfuckers with gang face tattoos.
Right.
Don't go buy drugs. Don't be doing shit that drug dealers do.
Right.
Don't go to the nightclub, maybe. Don't go to the bars with fools with big pants. Nah, fool, all this shit's real. Like, go to Applebee's and hang out.
Yeah, go sing karaoke at Applebee's. Get half price on your apps.
100%.
Half price appetizers
You
at
can
Applebee's.
stay out of it. You
Yeah.
can stay out of it. Fools say, what are you looking at? Say, sorry, I was spacing out. Have a good day.
Yeah.
You don't have to check everybody that tries to check. Like, so many people be alive if they just put their ego down slightly and go, I'm got kids to take care of, and just kept walking.
100%.
You can stay out of this shit.
Especially
For
in a
real.
small town.
It's a small town. Like where GB's homies are the homies I used to avoid growing
Wow.
up. You know? I even told him because we just did a toy drive
Yeah.
in Merced at the gang park. But I grew up right there because my grandma owns an apartment building that touches the fence. So that's the park I grew up in. And I remember like, damn, there's a lot of gang banging ass fools out here.
Like, I think I remember you as a kid.
100%. No, I don't remember him, but
No, I mean like his friends maybe.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, a lot of his homies I remember.
Yeah.
But like I just told a story recently, you know, like the potato gun shotguns. You ever see those? So I just told a story. Like some fool tried to take my fucking head off when I was like 24. I was getting food and fool shot me in the head with it, like hoping to kill my ass, and just kept driving. I just told the story, and I follow these fools. to 12th Street, where GB's all his fucking homies are from. I was like, hey man, I just told a story about your street. Isn't that crazy? And then 2 days later, we do a toy drive on 12th Street that I'm talking about at this park. It's all renovated. GB threw this whole the fucking United Soccer thing had a booth.
Crazy.
Like, I felt like not a drug dealer for sure anymore. Like, I felt so awesome. And GB just like, he's making it happen out there. He's really making the town like better and look better. And all these gang fools like, yeah, you could be a gangbanger. There's people around, motherfucker. Be chill. Everybody be cool. Pick up the trash. Like, this is our neighborhood. Like, I fucking love this fool for that, dude. And yeah, it's active if you're trying to be active.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
What has been the because I when I checked out your YouTube channel, there was like your most viewed interviews were people who I had no idea who they were, which I loved. I was like, this is dope, right? So I just kind of dived into a few of the interviews, like the Goblin guy.
He's great, man.
And the Fulcrum guy.
Yeah. So
I didn't know who a lot of these, because again, like I'm oblivious to your world, bro.
This world is I like to think of it as the next big thing. And I've been doing it exactly for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I think we're just at 0.5% on the way there.
Like you're just barely scraping the possibilities.
Like it's not even start. No one's made $1 billion yet.
Yeah.
Like no weed kid has made $1 billion off the weed yet. Yeah. And when it happens, I just want to be right next to him. Like I'm just like, yeah.
You think Burn will be the first guy, probably, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or some dude that never fucking was in the industry, but like was in the background.
There's some people.
I know a few people that are very, very close.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably the same people we're thinking.
100%.
Yeah.
It's gonna be same dude or same two dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably the Stizzy guy, and then the
Stizzy, I think Stizzy's too split between too many owners for one person to hold.
And then my boy Alex. You know Alex, Armenian Alex? Okay. Well, he's doing well. He's the guy behind all the cookie stores.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they're
and the Green Thumbs.
They live across the street from me. I just moved into a spot, and my neighbor was like, the cookies people, the guys. I was like, damn, it's a fat fucking houses.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 houses next to each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I moved to this new spot, and it's just like, I'm very low key.
Right.
But it's very weird. Like I'm walking around, I follow this motherfucker. I'm driving into my garage, closing my garage. I'm not talking to nobody. But it's like a very wild neighborhood. I'm looking around like, I have a lot of your albums.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy because I'm from Merced and I'm so fucking excited. Like I'm just happy. Like I can't believe that shit works.
So for you, obviously, the podcast is very successful.
Yeah,
but it hasn't been the easiest thing for you to monetize because of the YouTube shit, right?
No.
So now you're moving into taking on sponsorships that you probably before were turning down because you wanted to play ball with YouTube, right?
Spotify made us partners. They're putting us on the front. We're going to be like for this month, we're going to be like the show to watch or whatever they're going to put as the ad that pops up. Yeah. So I'm hyped, dude. Shout out to Spotify. They made us brand partners and shit. And we get really good views on Spotify. And Spotify, we asked them, like, what about the weed? They go, do whatever you want.
They don't give a fuck.
She said, show anything, like, as long as you're not being hateful or racist.
Are you able to have the videos on Spotify? Yeah. Oh, see, that's dope.
Mm-hmm. And so if we get the comments, it's because we've been pushing them for comments and live premieres. So we're talking to them, and they're going to see if they can integrate that.
I wonder if they've done that yet.
No, they haven't. No, we asked them for it.
Yeah.
They're like, well, nobody really asked for it. I go, we'll be the guinea pigs. Marty's really good with this tech shit, so he's like, hey, we should implement this, this, and this. We have the meeting, and that's why they gave us video, because they hit us up like, yo, you guys do really well. But YouTube, man, like, the Jeezy episode was one of the lowest views episodes of anything we've ever done. Mm-hmm. Why? It was such a good conversation. It's fucking cheesy. And I look in the back end, and everything is like 1%. 1%. Recommended, 1%. Home, like, they don't push our shit, and it's age restricted.
How did it do on Spotify?
Oh, I think it doubled that in the first week.
Yeah, I think too, like,
it's crazy.
Well, I think your guys' audience is like very unique, man. I feel like
they're diehard.
They're diehard, but they're also, like I said, when I looked at your most viewed, like I was like, dope. I love to discover new shit, right? So I was kind of excited to find your podcast, and then like for a couple of days, I really was like, yo, who's this guy? And I watched some No Jumper interviews, and I didn't realize that there was this YouTube world of weed content creators.
There's not a lot, and the ones that are doing it well, you saw.
Yeah.
And the reason why they bring those views is it's like going to the Cannabis Cup and bringing a famous basketball player. Like, oh my God, there's going to be a small crowd of dudes. Like, whoa, yo, can I get a picture? Go to the Cannabis Cup, and Tommy Chong walks in. It's like,
it's different.
Oh shit! It's direct. It's like target marketing.
Right. It's different.
It's direct. Goblin has a good weed following. We brought him on the show. We just had a great conversation. He's such a good dude, and it blew up because our fans and his fans both all at the same time went, "Let's watch this," and it just we have that many fans, so every one of our fans
games while.
Yeah, telling stories.
So he tells stories and
shows
drug
gameplay.
reviews?
No, he does gameplay over it.
You're watching the gameplay.
Yeah, because he's monetized.
Right.
He's so smart. He's smart.
The audio you're hearing is the...
He's so smart, man. And he tells me, every time I get demonetized, I'll read a children's book. As the whole video, I get remonetized.
Oh, my God.
He's the fucking man. He's like, what book should I get my monetization back for him? And he'll post that shit. He's the man. He's moving out here next month, man. I'm really excited.
I got to interview that guy.
He's great. You should. He's fucking awesome. The biggest ones are weed people because that's us.
Well, that's your guys'
That's our audience, right? Man.
And it's such a it hasn't, your lane hasn't been whored out yet.
No, people are trying, but I think
as to where I feel like the weed game itself is a little whored out for sure, but
100%.
The weed content game is very still.
I always said it's just we're waiting for one world-class photographer director to come fuck with this industry, and we'll have a new Nice Dreams. We'll have a new fucking Cheech and Chong genre. We're gonna have everything that anybody can think of. Look how successful Superbad or Pineapple Express was. It's 100%. A cult classic.
It's a cult classic.
It's a cult classic.
I mean, also, you have to find somebody who will take risks with that kind of content now, because I was just talking to the homies about comedies, and you could probably attest to this. We haven't had a classic comedy in
in a while.
It's been 10 years, bro.
In a while. Tropic Thunder was great.
Tropic Thunder was amazing, but they couldn't make that movie today.
No, but that's why it was one of the last really, really, really hard-hitting ones.
Jack Black was fucking fiending for heroin.
And he ate the bird.
It was so good.
That shit's crazy. Come on.
But it really is going to take somebody who's got the bankroll to do it the right way and do it without worrying, are we going to make money on this or not? Or are we going to try to start a trend?
I guarantee you the first Cheech and Chong movies were not box office hits.
And they were low budget.
Yeah, they were low budget.
They grew over the years.
Friday. DJ
Friday.
Pooh. Come on, man. Those fools did it on a very small budget. DJ 100%. Pooh, I think he said he filmed it on the black box, the part 2 on a black box. It's
I think a lot of the comedian dudes are trying to eventually come together and try to, do that, because we need good comedy. We need real R-rated shit, bruh.
Yeah, we need shit that you have to yo, you should get the kid out of the room. This would be great. We need an Animal House of today, something that's just.
I'm just thinking about even some shit like Borat, which obviously, whatever. Borat is not one of those. I don't look at it in that same realm, but I love Borat. But it's this fucking naked dude's running around.
It's funny.
That fat old man puts his ass in dude's face, and his balls are on his chin, and I'm just like, where's that at? And listen, I'm not looking for that.
Where's that at?
I'm not looking for that specifically.
It's a wild clip right there.
But I'm saying I just need the real crazy comedy. I'm like, man, I don't even know what, when I go to the movies anymore, it's it's always superhero shit, bro. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for it to hit the streaming services.
You're not wrong.
It's
at all.
I saw Barbie with my wife.
I didn't see that. Was it at least funny?
It was all right, bro. It was whatever.
I've been watching some trash movies lately, too.
Your girl probably liked Barbie. It was a good movie. It was good. It wasn't you don't have to be a girly girl to like it. It was a good movie.
As long as it's a good movie, I don't care if
it's a good movie. It's a
chick flick.
It's a very unique movie. Yeah. It was a unique movie.
Yeah, the thing is with my girl, she's just me. She's just a girl.
Right. Well, that's great.
That's my best friend, so when I think of a movie, she's gonna fucking hate this because I hate this.
Right.
Because I already know how you're gonna think. I already know it's just.
Hey, will you text TK to shut the fuck up? Thank you.
You know whose voice that is?
That's fucking TK, bro. Yo, TK, shut the fuck up. Jesus.
You need a little string that you pull through the door.
Call this motherfucker.
And a thing goes off.
What is he doing in there? Who is he talking to, bro? Like, what is TK doing in there alone? Is he fucking live streaming from his like? What is happening in there?
Isn't that outside?
No. This is there's a whole like kitchen. No, it's coming from in there. I hear his fucking voice. Tell that motherfucker to shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, TK's fucking big old ogre voice penetrating these thin walls from this old Asian trap house, apparently.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. Which is great, though. It really makes it authentic.
We got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about our folks at MyBookie, man. Look, MyBookie, NFL season is approaching, and you know what they just added that I love is that early cash out. Let's say you got a ticket, and it's looking great. You can cash out early on that ticket, all right? I love it, all right? Plus, of course, MyBookie's got the full casino going down, and if you sign up right now using the promo code Bootleg, they will give you that first deposit bonus up to $1,000, all right? So head over to MyBookie ASAP. Look, we got NFL coming. There's baseball you can gamble on right now. And, of course, the full-service casino, blackjack with the real dealer, roulette, craps, whatever you're into, slot machines, you could do it and cash out right on MyBookie, all right? All you got to do is sign up with that new promo code Bootleg. When you sign up, trust me when I say it's a new account, they're going to get you that first deposit bonus, all right? So go to MyBookie right now, use that promo code Bootleg when you sign up for a new account. Also got to give a big shout out to the family at King Palm, the official sponsor of the Bootleg Kid podcast. So what I love about King Palm is, of course, it's all about organic. All right, no tobacco. This is straight organic leaves. This is the only thing I smoke out of. And what I love about it is they have these terpene-infused flavor tips, and they're so good. The squeezing pops. This is the watermelon. Man, they got the dragon fruit. They got the grape. Whatever you're into, trust me, they got it. All right, they're available at your local smoke shop. You can also go to kingpalm.com and use the promo code BOOTLEG and save half off. So 50% off if you use that promo code Bootleg at kingpalm.com. And man, trust me, the squeeze and pop is where it's at. I've had so many people come in here and they're like, yo, you squeeze and then you get the flavor right away. All right. And of course, it's tobacco free. It's a healthy smoke. So make sure you rock with King Palm at your local 7-Eleven, your local liquor store, or go get 50% off at kingpalm.com, promo code Bootleg. Let's get back to the interview. I was going to ask you, like, how do you see, because we see a guy like Burner who just made the Forbes magazine cover. We see the weed industry. Obviously, there's been a lot of people who have come in, and I feel like with just money intention that aren't necessarily, I mean, I think of a guy like Jay-Z who never smoked weed, never rapped about smoking weed, and he comes in and starts a weed brand. I think it's already gone away. I don't think anyone's smoking the Jay-Z pack, respectfully. But on the content side, right, like, would you kind of consider yourself to be like kind of like the Joe Rogan of the weed game? And do you see, like, where do you see that your niche, your world going? Like, because it's only going to get bigger, right? And there is going to be outsiders trying to come in.
Yeah, so the way I see it is, like, my biggest shit, I'm like Bob Ross with weed. Like, I could teach you anything and make you not feel like you're lame for not knowing that shit.
Nice.
Because you shouldn't. Like, I see homies make fun of fools that can't hit bombs. I'm like, they've never hit a bomb. Teach this person.
Right.
Like, I have homies that, I'm like, hey, can you roll it? You roll better. And I taught you how to roll a joint. Before I did videos, I'm like, just do this. All right, let's do it. And my homie, one of my business partner, one of my best friends, I taught him how to roll. So our shit is, I think our content will help you in any aspect. If you don't know what you're doing, maybe learn some new shit, see the newest stuff. We're like the underground QVC when it comes to reviews.
That's so fire.
You know, like, yo, I'm only putting shit on my show that's tight, and I'll review it. Or
do you get paid to do reviews?
It depends.
Okay.
It really depends.
I mean, that's a great way to monetize.
Yeah.
If you can't get the YouTube.
I just want to grow the channel.
Yeah.
I just want more people to see, because why? They might buy a shirt. They might watch a podcast. They might, because I have another brand. I don't even know if I talked about it. The Dopest Shop. The Dopest Shop is, you know what THC alternatives are? Alternative cannabinoids. Mm-mm. like
I've heard of. I mean, I've heard.
yeah. So I'm sure you've heard of Delta 8.
Yeah.
It's like the legal weed that they can ship you. Everybody calls it diet weed or
That's
whatever.
like the shit that if gummies are sold everywhere, it's because it's got the Delta 8 in it.
Thank you. So we don't do Delta 8 because Delta 8 is very unpredictable, I feel. So we do something called HHC.
Is it kind of like the new spice?
People try to say that haven't smoked it, or I think just don't try to categorize it all together. Because what it is my partner, he owns a company called Hash House. It's like one of the bigger names in the hash industry. He came at me because he knows I'm a fucking snob with weed and shit. Oh, I finally heard.
Yo, call Alexis.
I finally go do it.
He's out here. Yo, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, bro. These fucking jerk-offs in there jerking each other off about to record music. Tell them to go to the fucking studio. Sorry. My artist
You
is
have
in
a
there.
couple studios here. You do.
I got 5. It's
Yeah, you
dude,
showed
if you guys
me.
are gonna shoot the shit, go shoot the shit in the room you're about to fucking record. Sorry.
You're
Shout out
good.
to Alexis. Go follow Alexis. Alexis wrote it on Instagram. He's a piece of shit. Anyway, so continue with the shop because so.
Oh yeah, so my friend approached me and he says, "Hey, I have this idea. He has his homie does CBD, big CBD manufacturer, producer.
Gay.
And I was like,
I'm kidding.
No, because fools do the
Everyone makes fun of CBD.
no, hell no. CBD, if you like it, go smoke it. We don't do CBD.
Right.
But what I was saying is, he approached me. I'm like, bro, you want me to do a not a THC brand? Like,
Right.
Come on, dude. He's like, no, it's HHC. It gets you high. I go, don't fucking lie to me. Because he knows. I'm like, don't try to fucking lie to me. Went to his house and I ate 1,200 milligrams of the edibles. I'm like, I need to see if this fucking works.
Right.
I want to do at least 1,000. But they were bombs. I ate a couple more. It turned out to be 12. I hit the pens and I'm ripping pens. And I'm like, okay, it's a pen. It's a pen. Like, okay. I got in my Uber and just started getting so violently fucking high and started
you were
spinning.
Really?
I almost asked my Uber to pull over so I could throw up. I was right where the
Now,
where
was
the
this
134
because
meets
you were
the
just
5.
trying so many of them?
Well, I just wanted to know. I eat thousands of milligrams of THC. I know how I'm gonna feel, and like I did a 5,000 milligrams of THC video, and I was just really tired for 2 days.
Wait, you ate 5,000?
Yeah, like when I say my channel, I do mad challenges. Like what popped my YouTube off was I smoked a 40-gram joint in one sitting, no water, no nothing. Looked at the camera for 2.5 hours, smoked that whole fucking thing down because somebody said I wouldn't do it. Oh no, I saw a bunch of YouTubers like smoking a zip. Right?
Holy shit!
And I'm like, you didn't smoke a zip by yourself, and they didn't. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna do it by myself, and I'll do
In
it
real time.
In real time, didn't move, and that video popped off because like, damn, this fool really did smoke that.
Oh my god!
And I mean, you can watch it. It was the worst. I coughed up tar and shit for like 2 months probably.
Oh my god!
It was bad. It hurt
was
my
it
lungs.
Worth it?
Fuck yeah, that shit was tight. It was fire ass OG packs that I was getting at the time too, so I was very happy about that. And so anyway, I try it. I'm spinning. Because my 1,200 milligrams did that shit to me. Oh no. Like, well, fuck. I get to my house and I call him like, yo, find me some more products. I'll try it again. And then if this works, I'm down. And then I just remember, like, I got so violently high. I'm ripping the pens. I'm eating the edibles. Like, this got me fucked up. But I gave it to a friend. He goes, I feel nothing off 500 milligrams. Because some people don't metabolize THC either.
Well, that happens with shrooms.
It happens with Marty. Shrooms don't hit him.
Yeah, I have my wife. Like we went and I love shrooms. I have a shroom gummy brand and
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll give you some.
What's the mushroom you're using?
We use a 70% albino penis envy, 30% albino avery split.
Psilocybin mushroom?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like legal ones. I just ship them out. Like
No. Well, I mean, the shrooms though. Obviously, I know. I have people in my life. Like my wife will eat a ton of fucking mushrooms, and she'll be like, "I don't feel anything."
Yep.
And I'm like, "What?
Yep, my mom.
I'm fucking stuck."
Yep. Marty, that's Marty. I like 2 grams. Like, I don't feel it yet. And then we got some real good ones, and they rocked him during an episode. So the first time Marty felt it was during an episode, which was wild.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, we had to hold it together. And so I told him, like, yo, this works. And then we started a brand, the dopeshop.com. Dude, the first day, in my head, I had a number. Like, if we can hit this number, this brand's going to be good. And we hit that shit in an hour.
Really?
Oh, my God. We're number 3 on earth for any alternative brand.
So this is an alternative.
Cannabinoid
Essentially,
brand.
you can sell it legally wherever.
Door to door.
Are you
We ship it straight to your door.
wholesaling to
We
shops?
just started.
Because do shops carry that shit?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We just started wholesale because we were doing so well. Retail, we're like, dude, why put in so much money to make a fourth of what we're making every 2 minutes? Because on online, we can ship to all 50 states. So we have blunts, pre-rolls, syrups. I got some shit for you too, actually.
Okay.
The syrups, I think, are just too strong.
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe
I never got into eating weed is rough for me.
these edibles, they're strong. They are. But then
My
again,
wife likes edibles.
then I'll give you the ones with hash.
Listen,
We have hash in them too.
I've had the worst highs of my life eating weed. I mean, the worst, dude.
I blacked out a few
I'd rather
times.
eat too much shrooms than eat too much weed.
Oh no, I'm the opposite. I've eaten too much mushrooms before. You eat a lot of mushrooms. What's your go-to? What are you doing when you're trying to trip, or are you just microdosing?
No, I usually I'll microdose, right? But sometimes I just like to fucking eat a ton of shrooms and sit in my hot tub at night.
In the water.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds
And just play
wild.
Tame Impala.
Do you float ever?
Yes.
Oh my god,
Bro, and then I just that's the best.
I love that. I do. I go in the dark.
Jacuzzi, nighttime, and then I got my jacuzzi's got the colorful lights and shit.
Oh, you're having a great time.
It's fucking amazing.
I think the heat would get me, and I start tripping because there's always a point of where I get a little nervous, a little scared, and then I go, I take off.
Yeah,
I've
I've had one really bad trip, and that was in Austin, Texas, and I met. So my friend is a rapper named Freddie Gibbs, and he went on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, I watched the clip last night.
And I went with him out there, and I got to hang out with Joe Rogan, who is a big reason why I started eating shrooms, because he would always talk about the benefits and shit. And so me and Freddie ate too much, but we did it in front of Joe Rogan, because I was like, hey, bro, I brought some shrooms from Cali. It was backstage at Kill Tony at this fucking...
That's the clip I watched when you're lucky, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the clip I watched last night.
This was prior to
But that was Philadelphia.
No. But I know what you're talking about. When Freddie and
calls out Joe Rogan.
No, but that was this was like a year before that. But yeah, so I was like, hey, Joe, you want some? You're kind of he's like, bro, I got to plan my shit. And I was like, it's all good, man. And I fucking ate my shit. I ate too much. And then we went, have you ever been to Austin?
No.
Oh, so we go to 6th, and which is just this street, which is nothing but music venues and bars, the whole fucking street. It's a legendary place. And dude, I was just tripping balls the whole time, man. Fucking everyone's face looked like, remember back in the day, you used to watch Cops and their faces used to be pixelated? Bro, everyone's faces looked like they were on Cops, bro.
That's incredible.
I thought motherfuckers were following us. I thought they were gonna try to kill us. I snuck out the back of a bar, bro, and I don't even know how the fuck I ended up in my room. I just remember calling my wife and being like, I have no idea what's happening. I'm trying to find where my hotel is. And she was super worried, and then I just hung up on her, and then I woke up the next day.
Oh, she must have been tripping all night.
Yeah, she was not happy.
I gotta be honest, that's not a bad trip story.
No, you're right. I haven't had the trip where I'm like...
No, it's a great trip story.
No, it's a story for sure.
You're like, one of my worst trips.
My worst trip in my life was on edibles, though.
Oh, yeah, you were saying the edibles was bad.
Edibles.
I'm saying Joe Rogan, and an awesome ass rapper named Freddie Gibbs.
That's the worst time I've had on shrooms in terms of just me freaking out. Now,
it's great.
Eating weed is terrible.
I blacked out off weed a few times at an event.
I've blacked out. I've puked. I mean, I went to
never puked.
Fucking Yellow Wolf Ritz concert, and I had a whole I think I had a 250 gram fucking brownie, and have you ever been so high that you feel like you have superpowers, or your senses are heightened?
100% on the heightened senses where
I can hear everything. Oh my god,
that's what happened.
I'll be like,
I heard this fool, his phone,
however
getting
far away
texts
they are
from a mile away. I can
Yes.
hear. I heard this, bro. People. I was at an event, working my own booth. too fucked up.
And you could hear it all.
I can hear it all. And that's the one thing I always thought, like, why can't I hear everything? And your heartbeat.
Well, it kind of makes you think to yourself, like, we're not using our full capabilities. Because if you eat too much weed, you can hear everything.
It was not like I was tripping. I could physically hear
Bro, I'm in
the light on over there.
I'm in the middle of a concert. My feet are like planted into the cement. I couldn't walk. And I'm just looking around and honing in on everyone's conversation in the middle of a concert and hearing them perfectly. It was fucking insane.
That's awesome. I gotta be honest.
I was
That's
like, this is
cool.
crazy.
You have great trips.
And then Garfield the cat was on stage, a cartoon version of him, and his eyeballs were spinning like a slot machine. And then, dude, just the craziest shit, like the shit that would happen in front of somebody who was tripping balls. The coincidence of it happening while I was tripping balls was happening. Like, I had some Native American dude come up to me and start like barking in my ear about how we stole his country and shit. And I thought it wasn't real.
You got fucking hated on mid-tripping?
Bro, the dude was like...
Was he real?
He was like, hey, white boy, hey.
You stole my land. Like,
bro, it was literally that. And I was just
say
like...
that to me.
And I couldn't walk. And my boy Gio was like a big Puerto Rican dude. I look at Gio and I said, is this motherfucker real? He's like, yeah, he's real. Do you want me to fucking knock him out? I was like, no. And I was like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know you, bro. Like, I was like, I think I'm native too a little, you know? Like, it was a rough night. And then I ended up puking all over the place. Yeah, it was bad.
Yo, you should just be sitting here telling a story. Do you do solo episodes?
I don't. We're gonna.
You should really just speak into that camera because that.
We're gonna start doing. We're gonna start doing different shit
on
for
that
sure.
Story. That was fucking hilarious. You stole my land.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Shout out to Yellow Wolf and Ritz. That was a legendary night. Yes. Fuck the edibles, man. I can't do it. They always make me puke. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
See, the thing with me, like, my mom and dad were both on drugs when I was a kid. And then I found out on the podcast that my mom and dad were both on acid the night I was made.
Oh.
And I think I have an insane memory. I don't know if we talked about this.
Your memory's
My memory's
just wild.
fucking annoying.
Nice.
It's very annoying. Like, I think I have ADD because I have that Tame Impala song that when you mention them, it's been playing in my head the whole time since we've been talking.
Which one?
It's the come on, it's like number
My
two.
favorite shit is Let It Happen.
It's number 2 on my list.
If you ever get high,
I know what it sounds like.
play Let It Happen. And just the fucking sound like switches from like the left and right ear. Dude, that Let It Happen by Tame Impala is the best fucking...
I just found out who they were a year and a half ago.
Me too.
Yeah, I didn't know I was missing this whole genre of ethereal
And
or whatever
you know,
music.
You know
it's
it's
amazing.
one guy.
Really?
It's not a band. It's one dude. He produces everything and sings.
I thought I saw a live with.
Oh yeah. They perform, and he'll hire the band.
Oh shit! What a talented
Tame
motherfucker.
Impala is a single human being.
I didn't know that.
He makes all the beats, plays all the instruments, and sings
And then has
all the
people do
music.
them live so you can do live shows.
Yeah,
That's fucking incredible. Actually, I didn't know that.
100%.
Wow. I always say they.
A dude.
I always say they.
One dude.
It's one guy.
Yeah. I didn't know that until maybe like 6 months ago, and it tripped me the fuck out.
I found out about 30 seconds ago.
I was like, dude.
That's
There's so much
sick.
music happening in his songs. Like, he's like, hey, plays that. And then you can go on like YouTube and see him make the songs. Like, Tame Impala's a beast. I don't even know what his real name is. It's like
Do you watch YouTube and stuff?
all the time.
See, I don't watch anything.
Yeah.
And I told you I hurt my back this weekend,
Yeah.
so I have been by myself in my room watching YouTube.
Yeah, the algorithm would just feed you what you want. Right.
No, I've been learning about podcast stuff. And I've never watched really other podcasts like fully.
Right.
I didn't know there was so much drama between all these huge comedians.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Holy shit. I didn't know what AD and Adam were mad at each other
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
You know, I have no idea what that's going on. I know.
That's
and
amazing.
I'm in podcasting.
Good for you. By the way, that's
I had no
that's great.
idea. And then I watched a clip. It goes, why AD and Adam 22 are mad at each other. I went, how did I not know any of these things?
Dude, the comedian shit is the best. And
I just
then
found out about all of it.
There's like the YouTube like
The guys that break it down.
Yes.
That's who I was watching for
there's like
2
is it the
days.
it's like the Indian guy?
Yeah, with
the
those
glasses
the hair
and the hair.
That's
yeah.
who I've been watching for 2 days straight. Dude, that's who I've been watching. I watched
This
every
fool breaks
clip.
everything down. He's
in
like
such a good way.
he's like the fucking Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith of like
He
fucking
is so good. I found out about all of Bobby Lee stuff. All of
Oh,
this
the
stuff.
Bobby Lee shit's crazy.
I had no idea about any of this stuff.
There's
Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
I I don't know how I'm so ignorant to
Did you
what
watch the Bobby
I'm
Lee
in this industry.
Burt Kreischer, like where they like have this like awakening on the show why they're not allowed to tour
and while they're cooking, or where he's talking about their agents.
Yes.
That's the one I watched the last night too.
That show was crazy,
Bro.
And then you see then there's the Bobby Lee Brennan Schaub.
I didn't know about any of this stuff.
Oh my
God. Marty just started like letting go of guests of his clients because our show, like we needed him for that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't work with anybody anymore except I think Ryan Sickler. He helps him with stuff, and it's just all us now. But Marty was like the little guy doing all these little ticket things and sales and targeted marketing for all these guys. And then now he's just doing it on our end, which is why I think the back end is starting to pump a little bit, because we're trying to find fans that are not in the weed world. Because, I mean, dude, we talk about everything. But when it comes to all the podcast drama, I had no idea.
It's crazy.
I didn't know that existed. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of it. What the fuck?
It's pretty wild.
I had no idea. I had Duno on. Never even asked about the Adam shit. I had no idea why they left. I didn't know anything. And I was like, I'm going to smoke a joint. I'm going to go about my day because it's not my drama. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I learned about it. I went, I still don't care. But now that I know, at least now I like am more knowledgeable on the shit that I do this every day. I live in the same city as these humans. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
I don't watch the shows.
It's pretty wild. It is pretty wild. Who's your number one requested guest you haven't had on yet?
Joey Diaz.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Joey Diaz and, requested like by the fans, not over and over and over. I would say Joey Diaz in the terms of comedy.
What about on the weed side?
On the weed side?
Like, you guys haven't had Burner on, have you?
No, we haven't had Burner on. I guess Cheech and Chong together get asked a lot. I don't get a lot of weed people asking me first. I don't get
Joey Diaz would be dope, but you might have to go to New Jersey.
I was over there and we were supposed to do it, and then he had a movie. I was there for like 4 days in New York.
He's
just
got
doing
some
some
wild
shit.
stories.
He's incredible.
I just watched his story about how he kidnapped a dude and went to prison for it.
Oh, where he got in trouble?
Yeah.
I just watched the Nun one. It makes me laugh where he beats the nun up.
He's hilarious.
Fuck, it's so funny. It's just storytelling is what I love, dude. I think everybody does. They watch movies, listen to music.
Would you do comedy?
I think...
Because that's really what comedy is, right?
I get a lot of that. We interviewed Brian Callen, right? And I was telling Marty, I have a bunch of shit written for years. I have a lot of stuff written. And I was talking to him, and he's like, I think you should do that. And I was like, really? He goes, stop saying you should and just go do this shit. And then Josh was like, your timing is great. You should probably try it at least. I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
And identify some of your stories and then figure out how to make them work on stage.
Well, the thing is, like, if I do it, I know it's going to be a storytelling thing, but it could be jokes too. But I feel like it's going to be like a weave.
Yeah, there's like Ali Sadiq, whose storytelling is fucking incredible. And then obviously the guy like Burt Kreischer, his whole fucking life changed from changing the machines. Telling the machine story, you know? So, dude, you should do it.
Yeah, I told Marty like 2 weeks ago, last episode, I actually did a couple of my things on there. I mean, but this is my thing, dude. Like, I'm really nice and all that shit, but the shit I say is so vulgar, and some of the shit I say might make 90% of you really upset, but also
that's the good
shit. 10% that's laughing.
Hey, but that's the good shit.
Yeah. I want people to go, yo, you're right. Like, I know I'm right. Just think about it in the terms of I think it's like Jerry Seinfeld, if he smoked weed / Joey Diaz storytelling is where I would go. Like, yo, I'm just gonna tell you observations and shit you probably didn't see.
I bet you too. Like, have you ever done the story time thing live?
No, that would be that's basically stand up.
That's what I mean. That could be kind of your version of getting your foot into that door where you're a little more comfortable on stage.
Marty and I,
your fans.
We're supposed to do it at the end of the year, but the Laugh Factory. We're supposed to do a little thing that there's like 200 or 100 people, and it's one of the comedy stores or one of the comedy spots, and that's I think how we're gonna do. I'm just gonna open up with like 10 minutes of shit I wrote, and then me and Marty are gonna start. I think that's how I start to get more comfortable because I'm not worried about being
Freddie
on stage.
Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs is hilarious, my boy, but he just started.
He's funny, bro.
Well, he just started doing like
stand up.
Spot stand-up.
Dude,
he does cocaine comedy.
Me and Marty actively talk about Freddie Gibbs. We actively talk about all these artists that we love because they're fucking awesome. But Freddie Gibbs comes up a lot because he's just so damn funny, bro.
He's hilarious.
He's just a funny human being. Once you just speak, just speak. He's just a comedian.
Whenever he does his his next run, I'll make sure he comes on your shit.
Let us know, bro. That'd be awesome. He's just a funny ass fool. And like I said, I was watching the Kill Tony with him last night. There's a lane there for that guy.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Definitely.
All right, so Kill Trees is your clothing line.
Push Trees. That's Kill Tony.
You see what I did there?
I know what you did.
Kill Trees. Push Trees. Not Kill Tony. Push Trees is your clothing line.
Yeah, Push Trees.
That's been, would you say that the clothing, what for you is kind of surpassed like your number one like breadwinner in terms of like
The Dopest Shop.
Ah, wow. So it's doing that well. Well, I saw what you drove up in.
Life-changing.
You drove up in a big boy.
I love that thing.
Do people know what you drive? I don't want to say what you drive.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you posted
it's on my page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking guy pulled up in a Maybach.
I love that thing, dude. It's bomb.
So that opportunity, which is a newer opportunity, changed your life.
Yes, because every time money I put right back into the. And it's expensive to make all these videos and like to pay for editing and then all the stuff and the filming. It gets expensive. I mean, some of my shoots are 8 hours, but they're a 15-minute video. That B-roll is 6 hours straight. Us doing the lights, the Lazy Susans, having them because I want you to feel like an Apple commercial, but damn, this is YouTube. So a lot of my reviews are so intricate. We get that long ass lens that shoots into stuff.
Do you follow that one dude on YouTube who
Peter
reviews
McKinnon?
the tech shit?
Peter McKinnon?
No, the black dude who reviews all the tech shit. What's his name?
Oh.
The guy who does the number one dude. I fucking watch all his videos.
I don't watch YouTube.
You're like the weed version of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
He'll do like fucking the most intricately shot reviews of everything that's tech.
All cinematic and shit.
Dude, cinematic
that's what I
camera
want.
from the top.
Yeah. Crazy angles,
Yeah.
shit going by. About all these crazy lights. We have all our lights in the roof and shit. It's just fun. But it's for the dope. Like I was doing fine. I never made any money off any content until end of 2019.
Wow, man.
Like I never did.
Right.
Push Trees just kept me afloat. And then I decided just to invest all my time into just making as much content as I can and see if a company might want to pay for something. And then it happened. It worked a few times. And then it just became normal. And that helped me pay for the podcast because I funded everything, the warehouse, everything for the podcast. We started that. And then as we made money, kind of paid it back. But then I started another brand with my friend. We have another warehouse not far from here.
Yeah.
And it's like the Walmart for weed products. Like we have King Palm, we have everything, every weed thing, like a head shop, but online.
Oh,
because
nice.
I do videos for those companies.
Right.
Dude, I'll just do a video for me, and I'm gonna own this shit because I feel like I can do so much more.
So you have like a online retail.
At thereupstore.com.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's dope. We just officially like relaunched. It's doing well.
And then you're the man to promote your own shit straight to your fan base. So now dude.
And
they
like
can grab from you, then grab from whoever, Amazon or
exactly. And for Push Trees, like I said, it's about to hit year 10. I feel like we've just been kind of weed shirts for a while. But recently, I can talk about it, you don't mind, but I recently hired a creative director, and he's the one that helped start V-Loan and Revenge and a lot of those big brands.
Yep.
So he's fully made me think different. Shout out to my homie Jay.
To try to expand the clothing shit.
Not even expand, bro. He's just crushing everything for us, man. We're no longer just a shirt company. Our drop that we just did was relatively small, and it sold faster than anything I've ever done. And it's the first time it wasn't just a funny design black shirt. Like we had,
wow.
And we have models and photographers and shit. I've never done that. It's always been me and my phone.
Right.
Snapping for 9.5 years, just trying to sell.
And now it's like, oh, this is a real thing. You could get into fucking Zoomies or
just
all that
just
shit.
that, like the collabs that we're working on right now, or I'll tell you off the camera, but fucking shit, I wore this shit my whole life. What the fuck? Dope, he's taking it to. I'm like, what did you reveal? Let's do that for us, and blow this shit up. And the next drop's coming out is full on clothing company. Like I feel like I can have a store on Fairfax with just this.
Right.
The feeling that I'm getting from these is so much different than anything I've ever done, man.
What's the website where people can...
Pushtrees.com.
Push Trees. And then where can people buy the Cannaboid shit? The
thedopestshop.com. The dopestshop.com. That's the number one. Our fan. It's just what it was. The reason.
and then Re-Up Shop.
The reupstore.com.
Reup Store.
Dude, we have.
Jesus,
There's a lot of stuff going on.
.coms, bud.
Yeah, but Push Trees Cannabis launches at the end of the year.
That's sick.
Our facilities are done.
So that's going to be like a grow, or is that going to be?
It's yeah,
So you got-
everything.
yeah, so you got
manufacturing,
distro,
volatile license. We're ready to go, man. We're going to be
shit. Hey,
fully. I'm excited.
If we didn't have another interview very shortly, we could go for like another hour and a half.
Go for it, man. No, thank you for having me.
No, we gotta
Wait,
do this
how long
again.
we been here?
It's
Hour
been about
30.
It's been about an hour. Well, yeah, about an hour 40. Yeah.
Yeah, feels like it. I don't know. It's
man.
weird being on the other side of. I don't do many other shows.
I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Thank you.
I gotta come check out your spot too. Where you guys film at? Over here somewhere?
We're kind of. Well, it's kind of close to Burbank.
Yeah.
We're on the right outside of Burbank.
Valley.
Yes. No, not the Valley. We're right outside of Burbank on the other side,
Glendale.
closer to Glendale.
Okay.
But we're moving the next month, I think.
Nice.
I just need a new, bigger spot for the clothes.
Yeah, you
and
guys
then
are killing it,
We do
man.
the.
Congrats, dude.
stuff.
Like I said, dude, I'm glad you came up, bro. Because I was like,
No,
yo,
thanks, man.
I feel like me and this dude would fucking get along. Like our childhoods are very similar.
Yeah, it's just you have to think about it. People ask you, like, you're not fucked up from that? Like, I could be if I wanted to let it.
You could have let it happen to you. Yeah.
For what?
Everybody in my family is fucked up except me and my sister. She's doing all right. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. My parents are in town right now, and it was like, shout out to them. They're doing well. But my dad was down bad, bro, when I was growing up at certain times.
Same.
Like I had a fucking drug dealers. One time I remember vividly as a kid, my apartment complex, these fools came looking for my dad, and my mom was like, "Yo, what's the money?" And I was like, "Fuck."
Not good.
Not good.
My stepdad, some shit happened like that,
Yeah,
but not over that. Not over drugs. Some other shit.
Yeah, no, we gotta chop it up some more, man. I appreciate you pulling up.
Appreciate you. Thank
yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. That was an awkward
Thank you.
handshake moment.
It was very awkward.
It's okay. We got through it. Fire. That was dope.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey, what up, man? You just watched another episode of the Bootleg Podcast brought to you by Hardin, baby. Shout out to the family at Hardin. Don't forget, make sure if you're in Las Vegas, you get into that taxi. As soon as you land, you get into that Uber, say, take me to Hardin, all right? They're going to get you taken care of. The most craziest premium selection of cannabis you'll ever find under one roof. It's a vibe in there. The bud tenders, they're going to take care of you. Man, listen, tell them I sent you. They're going to get you right. Shout out to the family at Hardin in Las Vegas, the #1 dispensary in the world, all right? And we are so proud to be partners with them. So shout out to Hardin. Go follow them online, Hardin_Las Vegas, and check out their website, HardinLasVegas.com. Get you some swag. You can't buy this, but, shout out to Hardin.